Jason Powers, we're following breaking news tonight just hours before the Mohawk Valley region heads into phase 2. Oneida County Executive Anthony Picente held an impromptu press conference that just wrapped up about an hour and a half ago. In that press conference, he announced that the governor's office has put phase 2 on hold while international experts analyze the data. Something no one saw coming in the region, including the county executive. News Channel 2's Caitlin Erlo was at that press conference and breaks it all down for us live in studio tonight. Caitlin, good evening, and tell us about these stunning events tonight.
Jason, the county executive says he is outraged and clearly disappointed about this decision coming from the state just hours before phase 2 was set to begin. Picente says the lack of communication is disrespectful. According to the governor, phase 2 was on hold until international experts review data from phase 1. But the county executive says Cuomo never said anything about reviewing the data. Cuomo previously said that regions would pause for 2 weeks after the initial reopening to see how the virus responded. That timeline would put Central New York in a position to start the second phase tomorrow.
You know, I stood up here and told businesses that we were set to open. I stand by that. We're set to open. And I'm not going to enforce or tell them they shouldn't. And my discussion with the sheriff, my discussion with the chairman of the board, I'm not asking for enforcement of it. It's an insult to every business in this community that have been struggling. It's a lack of respect for the business community that has struggled throughout this crisis and have adhered to what the governor has put in executive orders day after day, closed their businesses, have looked to reopen now at great expense, again, with money they don't have. Businesses have sacrificed a great deal. Businesses expected to open. You know why? Because we told them that. You know why? Because our data said it was accurate. Because our data was accurate. And our data did meet the guidelines that he established. I didn't pick them. Not right. Not the way to treat people, especially in a crisis where people have suffered way too much. And I've stood up here, I've tried to be as reasonable and a team player with all of my colleagues throughout this region, working with the state on this, as difficult as it's been. The lack of information that has come our way is unbelievable.
Picente says the state has not given any indication of when this review will occur or how long it will take. But of course, we will keep you updated as soon as we know more. Jason, back to you.
Caitlin, thank you. I reached out to both Herkimer and Otsego County leaders. Herkimer County Chair Vincent Bono says, and I'm quoting here, "We are very disappointed and discouraged by the news that phase 2 will have to be put on hold. We have been told that 14 days of favorable data would allow struggling businesses to move forward and open in phase 2. It's unacceptable that the governor can change the rules with no forewarning after considerable expense and time has been spent by these hardworking and struggling business owners. We were told that the data was to be reviewed tonight and tomorrow, and the very earliest, a Saturday opening date would be announced. Time will tell." Also, Dave Bliss, chairman of the Otsego County Board of Representatives, said this, quote, "Unless there is information we do not have, the Mohawk Valley region has met the criteria laid out by Governor Cuomo to move into phase 2. The governor appears to be moving the goalposts in the middle of the game, causing residents, taxpayers, and hardworking small business owners more uncertainty and increasing frustration," end quote. We have a lot more to come on this, that's for sure.